Do you see this color? The contrast in application is something I'm downright obsessing over. But what if it was more wintry? And what if I try it on myself? Today I'm gagged to attempt this look on myself, as well as delve into custom creating the color, matching it to my skin tone, and getting all sciencey with my ingredients, especially because I am using permanent hair color instead of semi-permanent. It looks like I have my work cut out for me. I think I need to get my hands dirty to be more than once. I'm filming this video after receiving failed wig samples from my suppliers and needing to feel good about myself. The older I get, the more I realize that life is almost always trial and error in pretty much every aspect. And this video is going to be just that as well. Good evening, my fellow hair enthusiasts. It is time to get my hands dirty again. Grab your hot drink, grab your favorite snack, get cozy in bed. So we're gonna be here for a while. Much better! Someone told me to release this as merch, but I think this would be way too inappropriate for anyone who's not a hairstylist. As a wig designer, I am trying to disrupt the current hair community and bring brand new, fresh ideas to the wig market, or any hair market. And I'm in the process of approving samples, except they're not really turning out correct. So I have my work cut out for me because I need to fix every single one of these, send it back to my supplier so that they can replicate it to the exact requirements that I'm looking for. But I've also realized that it's very difficult to convey the exact requirements of my very bespoke hair collection when I don't look the part. Currently, I have this oil slick hair thing going on. I have my natural hair growing out a shift of green somewhere here. I've got strips of lavender, and then most prominently, I've got a faded residual purple. Part of me was like, should I keep it just for that? And the logical, artistic part of me was like, absolutely not. It's time for a change. I've toyed with a lot of different combos in my life before. One of my favorite things was the Billie Eilish Hot Roots, which is where you have much lighter roots intentionally compared to a much darker end. But in a very K-pop Korean beauty spaced aesthetic, one aspect of hair coloring combos that I've never tried is light roots mids to very dark tips. It's really seen in Western beauty. I'm gonna say it's not really seen in the Western hair community. It doesn't really pop up on my feed except for with Korean stylists. I have with me my ginormous Schwarzkopf color wheel, helping me pick out my hair today. Red is another one of those colors that, like purple, I tend not to like too much on people. Most reds fall very prominently between the orange and the pink category. That's absolutely fine, but most reds tend to be way too harsh for most skin tones. It is like trying to find that perfect shade of lipstick. You just cannot do it with bright, solid red, except if you're Taylor Swift. One thing I've noticed with my skin tone in particular is that it does not like straight up red. It likes to shift either true orange, copper, or else like a beautiful berry. So today I'm gonna show you that. So I really wanted to try this color right here, 7982. I've used this dye so many times, I'm fairly sure I sold them out from Schwarzkopf headquarters because the last time I tried to order this, they were out of stock. Either I have to mix up my own combination of colors, which is really cool because on the back of this color chart, it gives you like the exact mixes that you need in order to achieve these colors. Ooh, baby, that looks gorgeous. I really, really, really wanted 7982, but I don't have it. So we're going to be attempting to mix it together using 699998. Here's how to mix up the perfect color for your hair. Exactly. Normally, I tend to favor semi-permanent hair colors when it comes to my vivid hair transformations. Semi-permanent colors will not work on hair that is darker than a level 5. I really don't feel like bleaching my hair today, and although my hair isn't necessarily a level 5, it is definitely like a level 6 over here, and there's just a lot of mess going on my hair, which means that most likely semi-permanent will do little to nothing, and today I want a hair transformation. As a result, today we're using permanent hair dye. I'm going to delve into an aspect of hair coloring that I rarely go into, even if you have absolutely, which I know a lot of you have absolutely nothing to do with hair and will never touch hair dye in your life. I'm going to teach you completely nonsensical advice about what formula and developer to pick out for your oxidative hair color. 10 volume, or 20 volume. But today I'm actually going to be using 30 volume, and sometimes you'll even see me using an oil developer. First of all, oil developers are typically only recommended with blonding products, especially in the Schwarzkopf range. So do you see this? It says Blonde Me over here and then premium oil developer. So for today, we can completely disregard it. What is the difference between 10, 20, and 30 volume developer? Normally you'll see me grab my 10 volume developer for like 90% of my permanent or even demi-permanent applications. And volume is so low in ammonia that all it can physically do is bring in dye pigment and shove it into the hair and do nothing else. When I used to work at the salon, however, my favorite developer to grab was 20 volume. It does deposit the pigment into the hair, but it also gives the slightest lift. Yes, it just adds a gentle brightness to the hair. But today, I'm going to be using 30 volume. My hair is pretty dark. I actually want quite a vibrant red. Think like semi-permanent red. 30 volume is going to help me achieve that. Now we can formulate. Sucks to be you, to the commenter who once commented that they don't want to see the more educational parts of my videos. You are going to get them. You don't like it? Leave. Ladies and gentlemen, let's start mixing. One of our goals this year is going to be freaking collaborate with Schwarzkopf again. Starting with $6.99. I have medium thickness hair and I'm looking to cover my roots and my ends. So today I'm looking to mix up around 75 grams total of dye, 40 grams of dye with $6.99. Now I don't have the correct dye for the end level that I'm looking for, so I have to custom mix it up. Luckily for us, hair dyes can be intermixed, and all you have to do is just figure out the formula. I went in with a majority of $6.99. The next dye that I have that is the closest to it is a level 9. That is 3 shades lighter. 35 grams of dye with a level 9 color. I put slightly more of 6 because I do want the number to be slightly closer to level 7 than to a level 8. Pretty. Next up, it's time to put in equal amounts of developer as dye. So 75 grams. And then you just mix it up. But we're not going to mix it for now because I have to mix up a second formula. And this thing starts working pretty much as soon as it's mixed. Oh, it's the second formula. 1.0. Pitch black permanent hair dye. The reason I'm saying that, obviously, black is extremely hard to remove from the hair. It has such intense fucking pigment that it just wants to stay. It is like a drunk guy at the club that he fought his way into that now no one can get rid of. Today I'm going in with literal 1.0 because I want the blackest black. Today going in with 10 volume. I don't know if I'm gonna regret this video. Oh, you're so far. Come here, guys. Sii il colorista che vuoi essere. Efficace, è facile da usare, abbiamo utilizzato una combinazione di massimo di 3 numeri. Man, I really wish I learned Italian at any point in my life. Igora Royal High Lifts. Igora Royal High Lifts è pensato per i biondi più freddi, una gamma di potenti nuance. Does that? I can feel the Italian judgment. Oh my god. From our dye defender, use this when you are dyeing your hairs at home. I use freaking hair gel, anything that is not going to absorb into your skin. Just take it from me. It's gonna be life-changing. Did I mention I want to learn Spanish? I kept calling my sister Gordita just for the fun of it, and then she kept telling me it's true. Then I was like, why? It's a name. And she's like, it's not a name. And I'm like, yes, I'm fairly sure it's a name. I've heard it or seen it on Facebook. And she's like, no, it means like fatty, like little fat girl. And I'm like, what? As if? And so I looked it up, and it's true. Gordita means little fat person. But then she looked it up, and there are people on Facebook in parts of the world called Gordita Ramirez. Oh, I'm very confused. Two colors ready to be applied. finger, on my neck. I remember now why I don't like long hair.
That's not a doll.
Le Marich. Marich.
And so or something, boom, stops replying. I'm like, uh-huh.
I received this in the mail today. Might just be the best purchase of the year. I really hope it's as iconic as it looked on the website. Please, a moment of silence. Please. That glass bag. Look at this! I'm a great collector of really weird bags, and one of my favorite thing recently is egg-shaped bag. This is from Coperni, right? This is like actual Coperni. Obviously, I had to get it in neon freaking orange. This is from Zara. This is my kettlebell bag. Now we're gonna add our third edition.
Is it heavy?
It's incredibly heavy. I'm gonna link it below for you guys. The dye is gonna stay on my hair for 20 more minutes. The one thing I absolutely love about permanent dyes is that, like semi-permanent dyes, if it's good quality, it will make your hair feel super soft. And this already looks so shiny. Very excited. Quick dog walking break whilst the color is drying. Here it is in the sun. Oh my god, I'm already so excited. Already so excited. I have an idea for a makeup look. And I think a hairstyle, but I need to check if it's actually gonna work. Oh my god. I have an idea I want to execute, so let's see if we can bring it to life. I always use the same exact lenses from the same exact company that I've been using for literal years. These are Egyptian Blue from TTDI. They are prescription lenses because I'm blind, and you can use my coupon code to get a bit off. I feel like this color is very similar to this that went super viral. Ooh, I want to do this one. Okay, for hair, I could do something like this, which is just super tousled, super messy. I have one final hairstyle that I want to try, and I think this is the best one for this style of color. I do something that I haven't seen people do in a while, but it used to be wildly popular. For base, I'm using Fenty Beauty. I've been obsessed with low coverage foundations recently, and the Eavesdrop foundation by Fenty has been such a favorite of mine. Whoosh into my skin. I bought this in 2023. By some miracle, it's still not run out. Blush, I think I'm gonna layer actually two ColourPop blushes. Angel Face, Adore You. Just because that never used to stick to my skin, and I always used to see people blend it with their fingers. And then I learned that you need to use it with a brush. Like some people, it doesn't work with their skin. You need to use a brush. Look how cute this packaging is. Obsessed. Oh my god. Say Beauty to set the face. I have zero opinions about this because I literally just got this. I did want to take the time to update you on updates with my brand Stellari. The thing that I implemented this year is that I'm now offering DHL shipping. Shipping was probably one of my biggest hurdles. It's a brand based in Malta. I used to ship using a local courier service that was a fairly affordable shipping alternative to both to myself and to you guys. However, this Black Friday I learned that it takes way too long to ship anywhere outside of the EU. So from this month forward, everything is available to ship with DHL, 1 to 3 day delivery. Downside obviously is that my shipping prices have gone up. DHL is not cheap. And it's especially not cheap because everything that leaves from the island has to leave via airplane. So everything is astronomically expensive. Anyone who lives on an island is going to feel this. Between affordability and reliability, I wanted to focus on reliability. I wanted to make sure that whatever you're getting is in fact gonna arrive safe and sound. The second thing that you might notice is previously prices were only visible in dollar. Now they're going to be available in dollar, euro, and Great British pound. If you want to change currency, you can just change it from the top of my website, and you can see it in all 3 currencies. However, the final checkout amount is going to be in euro, so don't be alarmed. Brows next, and I want a deep red brow again. Okay, I'm gonna teach you a makeup trick. Credit card, or in this case, casino card. Do you get it? Peachy color, and blend that out. I'm gonna take the existing color that I used for my eyebrows, just under my eye. With this makeup look is that it's dragging the eyes down. Because of the particular color choosings of this look, it almost looks like I've got bloodshot, tired eyelids. So we're going to need lashes and a fun trick with lashes to help bring it back up. Oh my god. I feel like with this look, I'm very much mixing Asian beauty trends with Western beauty trends. Not sure if they're blending as harmoniously as I was hoping for, but it's definitely a look that I've never experimented with, neither in color nor in styling. And I'm really enjoying this like new deep dive into different beauty looks. Color is spectacular. I am so in love with how vibrant, deep, and grungy this hair look is, but it's still very distinctly red, or at least red toned. It's deep and dark, yet it's still very distinctly berry shaded. And again, the fact that it's not that very distinct fire truck red makes my heart very happy, because that is the kind of color that typically is very stark on paler skin tones, versus this grungy, berry, deep, vampire-esque mood, I feel suits me very well. And this again comes down to skin tones almost entirely. But then we added the black into the ends, and I think the black adds such a spectacular contrast to the color. When I say almost suburban, I know it's a very common color in Eastern Europe, and so when I first saw it, I was like, this is very much a color that I feel a mum could wear. But then we added the black, which is very, very, very much not seen with such a color, so it immediately elevated a color that can be very common to something that is wholly unique. The fact that I then have layers in my hair means that this look is entirely different to any other look I've ever done. In love. In love. Oh my god. It is a very, very gorgeous color to try. If you do have a naturally rosier or paler skin tone, this would complement you spectacularly. It's not dark enough to be black. That will be way too harsh on such a light skin tone, but it's not blonde, it's not caramel, it's not even anything particularly warm. It's got just the right amount of pigment and chroma to come up and be visible, but it's nowhere near shockingly vivid or anything of the sort. Dare I say, I almost feel like this would be accepted in a workplace. Like, these are both colors that are typically accepted in workplace environments. So if you work in an office or a corporate setting, would you wear such a color combination? I want to know. I want to know the exact formulation that I used on my own hair. I am going to be listing it down below in the description so that you can follow it. This is also a hair color that is pretty common in box dye alternatives, so as long as you know your formulations well enough, you should be able to do it even on your hair. Just do keep in mind, if your hair base was even darker than mine, then you're going to need to formulate that to fit your exact base. If you haven't already subscribed to this channel, join the Stella fam. We're on road to hit 1 million subscribers, which is my goal for this year for this channel. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you'll give it a go, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!